What's going on YouTube? So you saw the opening video, right? This is a TikTok of a guy and he's saying, I didn't realize how much I loved you until I found myself forgiving you and forcing myself to forget the most painful thing you did just to make us work again. So this kind of speaks to some of the masochistic kind of ways that we view romantic love, at least modernly, right? And so you hear a lot of songs, you know, if you go back to the 90s, I think End of the Road is one. There are a lot of songs where it's the guy saying, I forgive you for what you did that really hurt me, but I need you so much that I just want to make us work again. And so I want to talk a little bit about what guys are going overseas for. And I wanted to do it by defining two words. So the first word, of course, would be want. Have a desire, possess, to do something, or wish for. So I want an apple, desire, wish for, hope for. So wanting is what it is. So a lot of guys go overseas because they want a wife, they want a partner, they want a traditional, submissive, some person with values that they can build a life with. And for all intents and purposes, there's no problem with that. I applaud it. Every man has the right to do that. Now, of course, the somewhat antithesis of this word would be need. Require something because it is essential or very important rather than just desirable. I need help now. Require, be in need of. So I think one thing that is an issue with some guys going overseas is that they still need a woman. So there's a difference between wanting a woman and needing a woman. When you see pictures like these, this is not a man that wants his girlfriend. This is a man that needs her. He cannot function without her. Now, I'm going to talk about later in this video why that difference is so important. But just understand, there's a big difference between needing women and wanting women. So this is a guy who's needy, and I want to show you a different video of another guy who's so needy emotionally that it kind of breaks him down as a functioning masculine entity. But there are three things I want to make quick points, right? So first off, I think no matter where you go, women are going to smell weakness emotionally. So if you're not doing the work, reading, I don't know, meditating, whatever you need to do to fortify yourself as you're a growing man, you're going to run into the same issues in America overseas that are going to manifest themselves differently, like death by 1,000 cuts or microaggressions. I would say maybe women in America might be a bit more overt and upfront about when they're showing a level of disrespect, because I think it's just the way of America. But even if you're in a society where, you know, women are acting differently, maybe even more submissive or more traditional, there's still going to be small, subtle jabs, if you will, to test your defenses. And if you're so needy in the relationship that you overlook all of that stuff, it'll come back to bite you like it would in any relationship wherever you are. So be mindful of that. And of course, lastly, needy men are dangerous. And so when I see a picture of this guy is a dangerous man. He is dangerous. He's the kind of guy who will do something silly to her or to a large group of people in the name of quote unquote love. And so avoid being emotionally weak or being a person who is trying to take all of these small micromanage or microaggressive cuts, because if you're a needy guy, it's going to turn you into a guy who's going to do something stupid. So be mindful of that. So I'm going to show you an example of a guy who is the embodiment of emotionally needy.
People need to stop demonizing men for being open-minded. I let my wife sleep with other men, not because I'm a simp, and I wish people would stop calling me that, but because I'm open-minded enough to know that for a relationship to work, you have to let your partner explore other relationships. Okay,
so remember when I talk about want versus need? If he doesn't have any boundaries that doesn't allow, I mean, you can imagine what's going on. I mean, whoever those other guys are, I'm sure that they aren't being as soft and caring and gentle with her as he might be, they might be treating her the opposite way. And if he's in a position where he can't say, you know what, this is a boundary of mine, you can't cross it, you can't do it, then the relationship's lost. It's gone. Keep continuing.
Because what is your relationship if you don't trust them enough to explore other people? And so that's why I let my wife sleep with other men. And if you have a problem with that, then maybe you need to check and have a look at yourself, because maybe you've got some sort of trust issues going on in your life.
Okay, so he kind of marks it up to trust issues, but this is not about trust issues. Remember when I talked about the 3 things? 1, women can smell weakness. So I can guarantee that their relationship didn't start out with him going on social media trying to justify to people why they have an open marriage. It didn't start that way. So one of the things I want to stress in this video is you're going to have to do the relationship maintenance. The beginning part of the relationship is the easy part. That's the natural attraction part. That's going to come natural to you and her. You are a good-looking guy, you have a job, and you learn the second language, and you're different, and she's small and dainty and ladylike, and you guys are perfect opposites, and you fit like a puzzle. Timer starts from 0. Then how do you manage that relationship? Because if you're a person who's willing to die a death by 1,000 cuts or allow 1,000 cuts, then you're going to end up basically in a situation where you're trying to bend and mold yourself into some kind of way where you're trying to make the relationship work. And I don't know why we got this logic. I don't know where this logic came from. This idea of bending and breaking to make a relationship work. A relationship works on compromise. The compromise is, this is where I am. I'm going to do X for you, but you're going to have to hold up your Y part of the bargain. And then Y starts turning into Y plus 1, Y plus 2, Y plus 3, Y plus X. Then you're going to have to refigure the relationship. And this guy is trying to logically do that in a way that just doesn't make any sense, which leads me to the final point, which is that, look, this is a dangerous guy. This is dangerous. You see this guy and the guy in the first TikTok, that's dangerous. Guys that are, I need her. I gotta have her. Remember now, difference between want and need. Want, have a desire to possess something. Need, require it because it's essential rather than just desirable. If you're in a situation where you feel like you can't live without somebody, that you need that person, you're in a dangerous position no matter where you are. So remember this, guys. Home, away, overseas, wherever you are, you're still going to need to do the relationship maintenance, and you got to get rid of that simp ship, that you got to do whatever is possible to A, make her happy, and B, make the relationship work. Because I have seen it. I have seen it. People who have bent and broken themselves to make a relationship work, and they did the Iverson step over to go be with another guy. You need your RP, man. You need it no matter where you are. Keep them in your pocket. With that said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later, guys.